Have you ever wondered what it would be like to take a selfie in the 18th century? It was a lot more complicated than it is today. Before the invention of the camera, artists were the ones to document history. The only way to capture an image was to hire an artist to paint it for you. People would pay for portraits of themselves, family members, or pets. Churches and government officials would pay for pieces that told traditional and biblical stories. It was very expensive to have a painting done, so only the rich and famous could do it. Today, anybody can snap a photo of themselves or a picture of their food and send it to their friends. But throughout history, artists were rarely able to capture what life was like for regular working people. All of that was about to change. The invention of the camera was one of the most transformative inventions in the history of the world. People were now able to capture an image quickly and cheaply, and that completely changed the way that painters were valued. Suddenly, people didn't want portraits painted of themselves. The new trend was the photograph, and while photographers gained popularity, painters in the 1800s found themselves with a lot more time on their hands. Around this same time, another invention was changing the world of art, the paint tube. The paint tube may not sound like a big deal by today's standards, but resealable containers of paint completely changed the way artists were able to use color. This was a major step up from the pig's bladder, which was how painters used to carry their paint around. Now, artists were more mobile, and they were no longer confined to painting photorealism. The sky was the limit in terms of how they could paint and where they could paint it. And this is what sparked the Impressionist movement. Before the Impressionist movement, landscapes were painted strictly out of an artist's imagination. But now that painters were able to paint outdoors outside of their studio, they were able to play with color and capture images in a way they had never done before. The Impressionists were initially interested in capturing the way light changed throughout the day. As the light would change, so would the colors required. So artists found they needed to paint very quickly. This quick, colorful form of painting would leave behind not a photo of a landscape, but an impression of one, which is how the Impressionist movement got its name. Some of the most famous painters were Monet, Pissarro, Sisley, Renoir, and Degas. These artists focused on painting different colors of light on landscapes and people, subjects that had not been given much attention prior. So how does one become an Impressionist painter? The technique lies within quick, colorful brush strokes. Begin by blocking in colors of paint almost like an outline. Once that's done, you can add in other layers. Typically, the brush strokes are left unblended, and colors are allowed to mix naturally on the canvas. Sometimes mediums can be used to thicken the paint and create more texture. Monet once had sand stuck in his painting. You can still see some sand under a microscope, looking at his paintings of subjects on the beach. Van Gogh was also an artist that would get things stuck in his paint. His thick paint has a grasshopper stuck in it on one of his pieces. Van Gogh is not regarded as an Impressionist painter, but a post-Impressionist painter. These artists took art one step further by taking the fast, colorful approach to painting and adding more emotion and whimsy. Throughout history, artists are constantly able to jump off of one another's ideas, reinventing how art is created. Who would have guessed what would have come from this simple invention of a paint tube and a camera? Now that's impressive.